Today is gonna be the day that I'm going to make soup. We as Turkish people love our soups. Almost every dinner in winter time starts with a soup. If you don't have soup, it's like not having a tea or coffee for the breakfast, which is a really bad thing as well. As one of the cultures which love their soup, I want to introduce you to Ezogelin. Ezogelin is our greatest filler of the stomach. It's so joyful and it's very easy to make. You can even make it as a main course. The base is kind of like a lentil soup. We have a great lentil soup recipe, very nice toppings, and the link is here. But this is a more posh, a flamboyant one, and I want to show you how to make it with Refika tips and tricks. Okay, first I turn on the heat for my clay pot.
I don't have a clay pot.
You can do the soup in any kind of pot, but in each video I want to also introduce some different cooking pots, why some of the pots are stronger in making some of the dishes better. So even though I'm just like giving you a soup recipe, I want to give you more, and this is like, today is the day, understand why clay and how clay works, why it's really good, and how it distributes the heat over the food as well. But one thing, it has to get warm before we start cooking, so I turned on the heat. And plus, today I also want to show you, other than making the soup, is a different way of presenting food. This could have been a stew, this could be any kind of soup. Bread on top, she's gonna grow, and it's gonna keep my soup warm, and it's gonna look great, and you're gonna also eat the lid. Okay.
Wow.
Now, of course, this is Turkish cuisine, so this is Anatolian cuisine. We start with butter. Tablespoon of butter and 2 tablespoons of olive oil will get in. To this, I'm going to add an onion. Onion is very essential to increase the taste. Now we're preparing a book for the Turkish cooking techniques, and I have realized that we use onions in Turkish cuisine to give flavor to so many things, and it's very good, and adds dimension, it adds sweetness, it also adds sourness as well in different dishes, so it's very important. So I add a potato. Potato increase density of the soup. Also a carrot, I half it like this and add the carrot as well. A tablespoon, not a heap, tablespoon of red pepper paste and a tablespoon of tomato paste. Refika, I cannot find tomato paste, I cannot find pepper paste. If you say so, add a bit of dried pepper and 200 milliliters of tomato puree or passata, all would work. While this is heating up, I'm going to have 1 cup of lentils. Wash the lentils like this, and as you can see, the water is like grayish white. This is the dust and the extra starch. It's gonna go away. Lentils are ready to get in as well. Now I have a chicken stock here. I'm going to dilute it. If you're vegetarian and you don't want to use chicken stock, it's okay. Plain water would do as well. Now, I'm going to add 1.5 liters of water. Now, the soup is done. Almost. This is going to boil for about 15 to 20 minutes. The lentils will open themselves, the onion will give the taste to the pot, and then we'll be ready to finish our soup. If you like our videos, if you like what we make, subscribe to the channel, like the video, write a small comment. That's how the word spreads, and we will be so very thankful, and we'll make more food. Now, after 15 minutes, around like this, it's time for the blender to get in. The lentils are open. Oh! Sorry. Ezogelin is actually called Ezo-bride, we translate it. It's a bride's dish kind of thing. Now this is not already a ezogelin, this is like a very rich lentil soup. To turn it into ezogelin, I'm going to add 100 grams of bulgur, cracked wheat like this, a heaped teaspoon of salt, heaped teaspoon of red pepper, teaspoon of black pepper, and this will need mint. 3 teaspoons of mint. Because of the bulgur, this is already a thick soup, so I'm going to add some more water, like this, for the bulgurs to grow. So in total, I have added 2 liters of water. So here it is with this texture. This is gonna thicken a bit. And one more thing, we need to add more butter. But this butter works differently. I'm going to add it as like a final touch. This will increase the brightness of the soup, plus creamy look and creamy texture in the mouth. So this is the soup. I just wanted to finish how to make this perfect ezogelin soup as the first part of the video. Now the second part, how to present it in a Refika way, in a different way. For the presentation, I want to make like a big bread on top while eating your soup. And to do that, the recipe is quite easy. I have around 2 cups, which is 270 grams of flour, 150 milliliters, about a little more than half a cup of water, and salt. And we're gonna mix the flour really well, knead it well until it's flawless, and then open it with our hands. My dough is ready. I can use this immediately if we like, but it's better if the dough rests for 10-15 minutes so that the gluten wakes really up well and it will be easier to rise, etc. So luckily I have Burak. He made another one which already waited, and you can see the difference actually. The same dough, but this, when I hold it like this gets stiff, but this kind of falls. With my hands, I'm going to put it in on top of my hand like that, and open and turn it like this. Whoop.
Like a pizza dough.
Like a pizza dough. Whoop. And pull a bit. Whoop. And pull a bit. And I also pull the sides so that middle part isn't very, very thin. And now my soup is done. I'm going to wet this cloth, but really wet it, and wet the sides of the clay. It helps for the dough to stick better. Whoopa! Now, I am sticking the sides like this. You can say, Refika, I want to do this, but I don't have a clay one. You can do this with cast iron. As you can see, it already rose. The heat at the bottom is very essential because it's still heating up. It grows, but if it's too much, it might explode. So timing is very important. She is ready to go to the oven. Okay. Top and bottom with no fan on, 220 degrees, and it will take 15 to 20 minutes. It's not in the middle, it's a little lower so that if it's too high up, the top might burn. So she's there, and in 10 to 20 minutes we can eat our soup. Da-da-da-dam! Da-da-da-dam!
Wow.
Here we go. Can you hear what she says?
She's talking a lot.
Yeah. Same like my stomach. Are we ready to crack this?
It's like a shaman drum.
Opa! As you can see, the soup is quite thick and it will make you really feel fulfilled. Have small drops of lemon for the acidity. This gives you the sweetness from the onions, also the carrots and the potatoes. There's a bit of bitterness from the black pepper and red pepper, sourness from the lemon, and it becomes really good feast. Voila. Usually the ezogelin is served together with kebabs. Beforehand, you eat a bit of ezogelin. And it's so good. Take one piece like this. You eat a bit of soup. This is how you integrate it. You want to integrate it?
Yes, of course.
Come. Nice.
Best dish for nights, for winter, for cold nights. Perfect.
You know what to do. If you like the video, please press like, share it with your loved ones, and if you haven't subscribed yet, here's the link to subscribe.